Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's episode of Poetry Live. Tonight, as a special treat for you all, I am going to be reading some Leonard Cohen. And we'll be reading his poems ever so beautifully, if I possibly can. Which is a Leonard Cohen reference in of itself. For those of you who don't get it, you'll find out soon enough. I really can't wait for this. I am so excited about this. It's coming up though. It's coming up. I cannot wait. Hello everybody. Come in. Hello Mark. Hello Karen and Clockwork. Hello Queen and Black Rabbit. Come in guys, come in. Leonard Cohen poems on the way. I cannot wait. I'm excited for it. I've had Leonard Cohen stuck in my head all day. So this is right. We've got some Leonard Cohen coming up now. It will be wonderful. Truly wonderful. Hello everyone. Come in. Hello Queen. Hello Emma. Hello Vanessa. Hello Vanessa. My mother's name is Vanessa. Come in everyone. Sit yourselves down. Oh, are we feeling in a good mood tonight? I do admit, yesterday I was feeling, in a bit of a funny sort, slightly low on energy for the show, and I seem to be making up for it tonight with lots of energy. Flip side is, I have had 2 cups of coffee today. I know. What's he thinking? It must have him going out of his mind, but tonight I had 2 cups of coffee. So, you can't, you can't. I drank it all, Sol. But, I might, actually we could say, I could, if you come around I'll make you a coffee. But there we go. Anyway, shall we, ladies and gents? And hello everybody watching this. Hello Amanda. Hello everybody watching it live. Hello. Let's get started with tonight's poems, shall we? I'm going to open with a poem that I love it when Leonard Cohen says this. We'll see how it is when I say it. This. Pumpkin harvest. Queen, I prefer tea to coffee. Pumpkin harvest tea actually sounds really cool and really nice. If it features actual pumpkins. I am all in on that. Anyway, this, ladies and gents, is I Heard of a Man by Leonard Cohen. It's a short poem. I heard of a man who says words so beautifully that if he only speaks their name, women give themselves to him. If I am dumb beside your body, while silence blossoms like tumours on our lips, it is because I hear a man climb the stairs and clear his throat outside the door. I like that. I find that a very sexy poem, to be honest. It is a poem that I very, very much enjoyed by Leonard Cohen. A nice one to start us off this evening. But we'll dance around Leonard Cohen tonight. Dance around, ladies and gents. Get some poems of different lengths and subjects. Anyway. This next poem is a bit longer. Some of you might like this. Some of you might find this a bit hot and steamy. If you find it hot and steamy, just enjoy it. Go with it. Go with the hot and steaminess for this next poem. Beneath my hands, your small breasts are the upturned bellies of breathing fallen sparrows. Wherever you move, I hear the sounds of closing wings, of falling wings. I am speechless because you have fallen beside me, because your eyelashes are the spines of tiny, fragile animals. I dread the time when your mouth begins to call me hunter, when you call me close to tell me your body is not beautiful. I want to summon the eyes and hidden mouths of stone and light and water to testify against you. I want them to surrender before you, the trembling rime of your face from their deep caskets. When you call me close to tell me your body is not beautiful, I want my body and my hands to be pools for your looking and laughing. There, that is Beneath My Hands by Leonard Cohen. The best rebuttal ever for anyone who ever claims that they are not beautiful. Yes! Very smooth. I'd expect nothing less than very smoothness from Leonard Cohen himself. So a wonderful poem. A wonderful poem. Much better than any Dove advert as far as I'm concerned. Dove should have more poetry in its adverts. But I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, my next poem is going to be Millennium. This could be my little book about love, if I wrote it. But my good demon said, lay off documents. Everybody was watching me burn my books. I swung my liberty torch, happy as a Gestapo brute. The only thing I wanted to save was a scar, a burn or two. But my good demon said, lay off documents. The fire's not important. The pile was safely blazing. I went home to take a bath. I phoned my grandmother. She's suffering from arthritis. Keep well, I said. Don't mind the pain. You neither, she said. Hours later I wondered, did she mean don't mind my pain? Or don't mind her pain? Whereupon my good demon said, is that all you can do? Well, was it? Was it all I could do? There was the old lady eating alone, thinking about Prince Albert, Flanders Field, Kishinev. Her fingers too sore for TV knobs, but how could I get there? The books were gone, my address lists. My good demon said again, lay off documents, you know how to get there. And suddenly I did. I remembered it from memory. I found her poring over the royal family tree. Grandma, I almost said. You've got it upside down. Take a look, she said. It only goes to George V. That's far enough, you sweet old blood. You're right, she sang, and burned the London Illustrated Souvenir. I did not understand the day. It was till I looked outside and saw a fire in every window on the street, and crowds of humans crazy to talk, and cats and dogs and birds smiling at each other. There. Quite a nice little reflection, I think, upon love and conversations. And actually, the clue for that was back in the opening lines. This could be my little book about love if I wrote it. But my good demon said, lay off documents. Which is slightly hypocritical, as Leonard Cohen did write it. But I think there's a message there that sometimes we can spend perhaps a little bit too much time worrying about writing down our feelings and documenting things, when instead perhaps we should be spending time expressing those feelings with other people. Anyway, hello Sarah, hello! Here's a Leonard Cohen fan coming along. This next poem that I'm going to read to you is Waiting for Marianne. Oh, you're sneaking, Sarah. We'll try to keep it down. Or we'll switch the lights off and go with a torch or something. I like sneaky poetry is the best. Sneaky poetry listening is the best form of sneakiness, I think. Sneaky poetry wins. Anyway, this is Waiting for Marianne. I have lost a telephone with your smell in it. I am living beside the radio, all the stations at once. But I pick out a Polish lullaby. I pick it out of the static. It fades. I wait. I keep the beat. It comes back, almost asleep. Did you take the telephone knowing I'd sniff it immoderately? Maybe heat up the plastic to get all the crumbs of your breath. And if you won't come back, how will you phone to say you won't come back? So that I can at least argue. I like that. I like that precisely. If you take the phone and you won't come back, how will you phone to say that you won't come back? So that I could at least argue. A very offhand, well, yeah, obsessive on one hand. Love is obsessive. I like the comedy in the closing. It counteracts very nicely with what is actually quite a beautiful sentiment. This idea of wanting to smell someone through the phone and having the smell left in the phone and wanting to heat up the plastic of the phone to get that smell out. It's a gorgeous sentiment. Perhaps such a heavy sentiment that you had to, in the end, flip back and make it a bit whimsical and silly in the end. Excellent. Well, I hope you can. Well, yes, that is a good thing. It is. I was flipping back and forth there as to whether it was a good thing to be able to relate to that, and I've decided, Sarah, that is a good thing to think of. It's a beautiful, beautiful poem. Anyway, this next one that I'm going to read is Under Her Grandmother's Patchwork Quilt. Under her grandmother's patchwork quilt, a calico bird's eye view of crops and the boundaries, naming dimly the districts of her body, sleeps my Annie like a perfect lady. Like ages of weightless snow on tiny oceans filled with light, her eyelids enclose deeply a shade tree of birthday candles, one for every morning until the now of sleeping, the smell banner of blood, kept and flown by brother wind long after the pierced beard fell down, is like her red mouth among the squalls of pillow. Bearers of evil fancy, of dark intention, and corrupting fashion, who come to rend the quilt, plough the eye, and ground the mouth, will contend with mighty Mother Goose and Farmer Brown, and all good stories of invincible belief, which surround her sleep like the golden weather of a halo. Well-wishers and her true lover, may stay to watch my Annie sleeping like a perfect lady under her grandmother's patchwork quilt, but they must promise to whisper and to vanish by morning, all but her one true lover. There. Yes! It's wonderful, isn't it? Isn't it, Maribon? Isn't it just? Like ages of weightless snow on tiny oceans filled with lights, her eyelids enclosed deeply a shade tree of birthday candles. Wonderful, fabulous imagery darting left and right and centre. I'm going to give 2 more poems now, ladies and gents. 2 more poems before I end tonight. I know which one I'm going to finish on. So pick one to go with before then. I'm going to go for my penultimate poem. For my penultimate poem, ladies and gents. It's difficult to choose a penultimate poem sometimes. The final one is easy. Picking a final poem is very easy. But my penultimate poem will be I Almost Went to Bed. I almost went to bed without remembering the 4 white violets I put in the buttonhole of your green sweater, and how I kissed you then, and you kissed me, shy, as though I'd never been your lover. There. It's only a short poem, but the memory contained in that pure, instant moment of that kiss, possibly one of the nicest poems ever written about a kiss. Absolutely, Maribon. He did nail the instant of that kiss. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I'm now, though, going to read you the final poem of tonight. This is I Perceived the Outline of Your Breasts. I perceived the outline of your breasts through your Halloween costume. I knew you were falling in love with me because no other man could perceive the advance of your bosom in his imagination. It was a rupture of your unusual modesty for me and me alone, through which you impressed upon my shapeless hunger the incomparable and final outline of your breasts, like 2 deep fossil shells, which remained all night long, and probably forever. There. A very intimate poem to finish off the night, ladies and gents. It's a bit cheesy. It's basically, I'm pretty sure that most of Leonard Cohen's poems were written to chat up women. That they have all been written to do that, I think, pretty much. But they're lovely anyway, ladies and gents. And that's the important thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Tomorrow night, I am doing tomorrow night I am reading the backs the backs of packets of things once again, including tomorrow night, as I read and turn the backs of packages into poems. Tomorrow night I will turn Dr. Bronner's soap bar into a poem in its entirety. That's right, ladies and gents. Tomorrow night, the poem that I will create upon Poetry Live will be, yes, Dr. Bronner's Magic Soap. Here it is. It's already... Yes. I'm mad and fabulously mad and happy to be mad, Clockwork. Tomorrow night, Dr. Bronner's Magic Soap will be turned into a poem live on Poetry Live. For your enjoyment, ladies and gents. It is a lot. It's a source of rich material. Can I do it is the question. Can I read the entire packet as a poem? We'll find out. Ladies and gents, you'll have to join me tomorrow for tomorrow night's edition of Poetry Live. Same time, same place, same Periscope channel. And thank you so much for coming tonight, Black Rabbit and Queen, Clockwork and Karen and Amanda, Rosella and Maribon, Sarah, who snuck on, sneaky but loving poetry, Taz and Jackie and Andy in at the end. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful night, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. I'll see you.